Good morning, Turtle Club. It is I, Mag Synchro with Convertible Turtle Gaming, and Convertible Turtle is glad to be here today once more playing on Animal Crossing. We had some plans with Ark we were going to be streaming Ark about 4.5 hours ago, but most of our computers in the house decided they wanted to do a Windows update. And what I really want to do for Ark is play a little bit longer, and by a little bit I mean a lot longer, than the hour we're going to be able to do here for Animal Crossing. Ark, we have a review copy of Genesis, which is the latest DLC. We really want to bring that forward to everybody. This is just not my day, Turtle Club. My cellular phone just died on me. So, wow. Let me see if I have any other method at all, of being able to actually see all your guys' comments. For some reason, my phone's been doing some really weird stuff lately. And one of those weird things has been going from like 20 to like 0% battery at the drop of a hat. We're currently on the couch streaming, and I've got no real computer that I can use at the moment. Hmm. Well, I think I may have a solution. This is going to be the weirdest, most unusualest thing that I think I've ever done for a stream, guys. But we're going to see how fast can I do this. Right beside me happens to be Tigre's Nintendo Switch. Um, of all the odd stuff to do, it's there's a YouTube app on the Nintendo Switch. Desperate times, right? And of course, I don't recall her password, but let me go ahead and log into my user account real quick on the Switch. Don't usually use streaming programs on the Switch mainly. Main reason why is because since we usually have most of our consoles hooked up to non-permissible equipment, you can't usually use a video program on a video capture device. The people that own all the content, they're usually less than enthused about that possibility. On the bright side, the internet's working pretty decently at the moment, but we don't know for certain how good this is going until we get this all loaded up. And I'm gonna mute the speaker. And let's see if we can pull up the stream here. Oh, that's a little weird. It's a little weird. Okay. So, Well, it says live chat works. Can I live chat? This is so weird. Okay, well, this is... Okay, here we go. I'm almost there, guys. I'm willing to bet that because... Okay. Oh, seriously? Nintendo. The bigger question, though, is Digrat going to kill me for using her Switch while she's sleeping and draining her battery every so slowly while she sleeps? I'm hoping the answer's a good no, but we'll find out. Hopefully that signs us in. Well, it says it's me. It says that I'm signed in. Connecting to live chat. Successfully connected, it says. Alright. I do not know enough about this YouTube app on the Nintendo Switch to know if it's actually working or not. I'm hoping that if people talk, I'll be able to see it. This is going to be so trippy, though, because I've got the Switch on the Entertainment Center in kickstand mode directly below the TV. So this is gonna be like watching myself in like weird delayed stereo. Okay. Your ears for a short time. Today's news. Here we go. So, if you recall, last stream Turtle Club, we managed to give the last donation to Blathers, and so we got to, on our main account, put down where the Blathers tent was going to be, and so now we get to actually start seeing it turn into a museum. So that'll be kind of interesting. Wow, looks like my phone isn't charging on the charger either, so we're going to have to keep up with this really interesting way of monitoring chat. Okay. And if you recall, yet Friday morning, or Saturday morning, as it were, actually, it was Saturday morning. Come on, Mag, get your head out of the faraway place and get it here. All right, so what we managed to do is get our house built. So now we have us a house in some Nook Miles to boot. Dream house. All right, sweet. All right, and we got some mail. We probably who we got mail from? Mom. Okay. Gulliver. My pockets are too full. All right. Well, we first need to find out what Mom gave us. Good old Mom. Sent us some bells. Okay, 3,000 bells. That's nice. We'll put that away. We'll absolutely thank our mom for that. And let's rearrange our inventory a little bit here. I'm fine with that over there. The unfortunate thing with Blathers being asleep, though, or being all stressed out and stuff, is we just don't have what we can do to give any of this here. But we can sell some of this stuff off. Alright. Ah, and we're once again attacking the mailbox. Alright, Gulliver. And we can throw away the mail actually from Gulliver and our mom. We personally love our mom, but you know, you don't have to keep all the letters that your loved ones send you. Just most of them. No, that's the wrong button. That was the button to get rid of stuff. Open. What do we get from Gulliver? We got the Statue of Liberty. Oh, this is amazing. And I'll tell you why, Turtle Club, because on my main account, I also did Gulliver. I managed to do Gulliver after the stream, though. I wanted to kind of experience that live. So, where my main house is, you can see I've been kind of toiling away here with making me like a various fruit orchard and whatnot. But now we got this Statue of Liberty, and I don't know if we have enough room for it. Oh, we do. Sweet. And let's go ahead and put our shovel away. And unfortunately, I don't have Discord access right now. I don't have, really, other than the Nintendo app, I don't have any YouTube access. So I've got this little weird grayed out section on the right hand side of my window. But if anyone's saying anything and my app's not picking it up, I have no way to confirm it. I wish my cell phone was actually being better. Oh, wait a second. It's got 9% charge. There we go. That should be enough. Now that we got it charging to where I can politely shut down the Nintendo app. But more importantly, once I get YouTube to load up on my phone, I can actually post a message to the video and test ever so gently. Does the actual switch work, or is it just being weird? Because it told me I had to do this weird sign-in thing that I'm not familiar with. Lewis Snowy Gaming, sup? Had to go to bed early. Sorry, man. Didn't get my solution fixed fast enough. Okay, and it looks like, wow, that's some really interesting chat way it works. So bright side is if we ever have to go into dire straits like this again, we do have a working solution. The not so bright side is it's really not the best solution. Alright, so what we do need to do though is, because we are a conscientious housemate, husband, and everything else, we're going to take our wife's Switch, we're going to put it on sleep mode, and we're going to put it back where we found it, back on the charger. That way, it's exactly the way she left it, and she doesn't have to worry about it being messed up. Okay. So, ooh, there's a big ol' fish, but we don't need to do anything with big ol' fish. What we need to do is start doing some stuff with big ol' crafting. Alright. Take my little criminal looking guy here with his striped pajamas over to the Nook Pavilion. I want to show you on the main account that we have here, our personal game, we did finally get all the donations they needed. They needed 30 iron, 30 wood, 30, 30, 30, 30, 30, lots of 30. Wood, softwood, hardwood, and iron. Storage is going to be the thing to do, though. Happy Home Cabin. Oh, that's right. We have a package for the HHA. $98,000 bells. Wow. Hey, we got some miles. Let's pay it. Nope. Oh. That's right. That's right. ABD feature of the Nook Shop. A Nook Miles ticket. Ooh. Now this is great. This is a good item to get, and it is really important for how all this plays out. So this is going to be a pretty good way to show you how to do some farming on the game. This is our flimsy shovel. This is our flimsy axe. We have one piece of iron. So material gathering in this game is a little bit cumbersome, but if you got some Nook miles, you can go here, and the first thing you want to do is get these pretty good tools recipes. Before you use your Nook Miles ticket, and I'll tell you why in a little bit, once we get to the Nook Miles. So we need about 500 Nook Miles. So what we're going to do next is we're going to be burning some Nook Miles the best way we know how. We're going to sell some stuff to Timmy. We know we don't need the paper tiger. There's usually a quest to sell some stuff. We'll sell all that off. We sell all that. Get rid of all that. Yep, 2,460 sounds good. And bam, what did I tell you guys? Check that out. We already got a greedy weeder. We sold some weeds. And that's going to give us probably 30 or 300, I mean? Alright, so all we need is another 300. So the easiest way to do that is look at your bonus stuff. This is going to be 300 for chopping wood, for chopping some trees, but this will be 300 for just building some DIY projects. And that's where some of the real easy, low-hanging fruit is. Now, when you have a little minor amount of recipes, you want to make sure that you're crafting stuff that you know you're going to use. And this is going to be stone and some tree branches, so we're going to craft... Let's check what tools we have on us right now. We have all of them. Alright. That's cart and horse stuff. Alright. So let's talk to Timmy. We're going to see what's for sale today. And there's a cardboard box, and a handy water cooler. We don't care about those. But these things we kind of do care about. Down here is some DIY stuff. Shovel, watering can, pole vault, slingshots. I don't think we have the watering can or the slingshot. Let's double check. Always try to double dip if you can. No slingshot, no watering can. So we're going to go here. We're going to buy the slingshot and the watering can. Oh, that's different. Okay. I must have already learned them at some point. I know I just looked in the recipes and I saw the slingshot and the watering can, didn't I? Boy, I feel silly. We need softwood for that. Okay, so let's go ahead and get our slingshot crafted. And we're done for now. We're going to leave the nooks. Alright. Take our little axe here. Let's remember where we're at with our nook miles here. We need, if you look, we just need 4 more wood, and we'll have our extra tools that we want to get. I'm hoping that when we do this, alright, so here's something that many of you may not be aware of. So I know everybody that's watched the stream from the first stream and and has been playing any of the game, plant trees. That's an easy one to do too. Has noticed us. Oh, that one's super easy though. So we're gonna go super easy real quick. But you noticed us break some tools. Ooh, even better. Look, dug up 1,000 bells. Now, see this gold spot here? I know everybody's first thoughts are, I got 1,000 bells, I got 1,000 bells, yay! What you're going to do is you're going to bury it. Because in Animal Crossing, money can grow on trees, Turtle Club. And if you bury money in a golden hole, you actually get money back in the form of 3 times the amount of money you put in it. That's traditionally, at least. I don't know about New Horizons. We'll find out. But how easy is it to plant a tree, you may be asking? It is super easy. I'm going to show you right now. Just how easy this is. First, we're going to eat an apple. Then, we're going to take a shovel. And second was to take the shovel. Third is to grab the tree into our inventory. Look at that. Here we go. It's an apple tree. And then, boom. That should be planting a tree. Oh, Thomas Nook, you sly so-and-so. Got some more Nook miles, though. Well, he sure showed us, didn't he? So let's just plant this a regular old tree. Plant one. There we go. And we'll just go ahead and plant one here too. We're going to be a nice little Animal Crossing arborist today. Okay. Many of you... Whoa, what's going on here? That's plant a fruit tree. These are just plant trees. Maybe that's where we missed the mark. Maybe we missed the mark. Maybe it doesn't need to be a fruit tree. Maybe it just needs to be a tree. So maybe, just maybe, we can... Not that. And I need to stop doing that. I'm going to show you guys something real quick while I'm here too. If you dig a hole to save durability on your shovel, hit the Y button and you'll kick the dirt right back into it. Something I was not aware of. It was not part of the original GameCube Animal Crossing, so... No, we didn't want to drop the stack. We wanted to eat the stack. Eat our apples. An apple a day keeps the doctor away. Well, we definitely do not get the cool credit we were hoping for. Well, now, we do have a chop down trees option, but we can't chop down trees yet because we don't have those tools we wanted. So, we now can afford the tools though. So we're going to go ahead and afford those tools, buy them straight up out of the ABD item. We're going to redeem us some Nook Miles. No, 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 no. We almost made a mistake. We want the pretty good tools recipe. Right. So the first thing we're going to do here now is we're going to use the workbench. We're going to craft. And the first thing we're going to craft is we're actually going to go make the shovel here. And this probably isn't making a whole lot of sense to anybody right at the moment. But once I show you what we're about to do, you're going to get some light bulb moment here. Because boy, this was a game changer. Getting this shovel that hardly ever breaks. That does some pretty good damage against just about anything. And the first Nook Miles ticket. Once you have those things, you can forget where you live. Well, let's see what the happy homeowners give us. But you can get ready to go to Dodo Island. Alright, we got wooden end table recipe. We'll learn that. Alright, so when going to foreign exotic lands, and you're just doing a material gathering, what you want to do is come into your house. We got some really cool stuff with the house. The most important thing, in my opinion, are two different items. One is the storage, and we're about to make complete usage of this. Since we do not have the inventory upgrade, we're going to take just what we consider the bare necessities. And those are going to be these 4 tools. And we're duplicating the pole vault because we are still of the opinion at some point the pole vault, like every other tool, is going to break on us, and we can't really afford that. The shovel is really good. This flimsy axe, unfortunately, is the best we have. And we're going to be, but you'll see why we got the shovel upgraded first. So that's the first thing that's super important, though. The second thing that's super important is this mode here, specifically because you can put things on your wall, and the things you can put on your wall is really weird. But you can actually change where it's at on the height. Like the wall clocks. Tom Sonic, hello, welcome. The wall clocks usually get put way up high, and that doesn't do any good for anybody. So the edit mode for the house, one of those things that's really good for being able to organize some of your stuff. But I know you're probably thinking there, well, what's some of the weird stuff you can put on the wall? Well, take off my shoes. And I don't know why. I don't know what Nintendo was thinking, but you can hang your shoes on the wall. Why you can put your shoes on the wall, I don't know. But you can hang shoes on the wall. And if you have multiple pairs of shoes, you can put multiple pairs of shoes on the wall. So it's like, and I get the Shawshank reference in a sense. No one really looks at your shoes while you're walking around, especially when you got the jailbird stripes on. But I, uh, I just don't see myself as being the kind of person that uses shoes on the wall in Animal Crossing. But yeah, so now we got a really cool shovel. We're gonna go over to Dodo Airlines, and we are about to fly like nobody's business using this Nook Miles ticket. I love Dodo Airlines. ADL is amazing. So once we get on this, so the Nook Miles ticket, right? Ticket is only good once. Yep. Tom Sonic, I actually have multiple profiles. This is my stream profile that I'm playing with. But I appreciate you on that. But yes, we've gotten pretty good on this. We're going for an iron run basically. We're going to use the ticket. We should be able to get about 10 to 12 iron on this run. On a real good run on my other profile, I was able to get 15. Yeah, iron's pretty easy to get though. On my other profile, I was able to get 30 in 3 trips. So, and Nook Miles are so easy to get as long as you keep grinding the right Nook quests. I just love the way Dodo Airlines works though. DAL. Delta Oscar is a go. Do. So the first thing you want to do as soon as you get to an island, especially when you're just starting off like we have, is you're going to find the first rock you can come up to. And this is actually really good placement for a rock. So what we're going to do is we're going to come here, we're going to grab all the things around it. Now imagine the rock is part of a tic-tac-toe pattern, and you want to make sure that the rock is the center spot. And you want to make sure that there's nothing surrounding the rock. That's the first step. Second step, take your handy dandy trusty shovel. And you're going to, still thinking that there's nothing inside the tic-tac-toe square, you're going to dig right to the left and to the bottom, and this will work for any of the 4 corners. But what you want to do is you want to be able to line up here and angle your jump and let go your stick. Does the normal shovel break? All shovels break except for the golden shovel. But they take longer to break. So it's why we wanted to make sure that we use the iron for this. Once you do that though, you do this. Just start mashing the A button as quick as you can. And as soon as you get 8 items out of the rock, it's done. So you'll look, see how the tic-tac-toe's gone? That's why you have to keep all the spaces around the rock empty, because you will not be able to get all 8 items. Once you've done that, though, the last thing you want to make sure you do with your rock is you want to go ahead and, because you're never going to be able to come back here ever again. So eat you a coconut, break out your handy dandy shovel again. Yeah, it's basically the same thing for money rocks, but since you get more stuff out of these, and quite frankly, I've gotten 2 money rocks on Horizons, and I was very disappointed because I'm like, I didn't want money, I wanted other things. You'll notice we already got some Nook Miles just for doing that. And these tickets take 2K Nook Miles per ticket. Now, when you're on this island, so this first thing you're doing, again, we're a new tune. We just got to this point. We've rushed up here quick as we can. So the next thing we can do is we go up to our crafting tool station, and we're going to craft this axe. We need wood. We do have a flimsy axe, though, so that's a plus. So we're going to go ahead and take our flimsy axe, and we're going to hope to get wood. That's wood. That's wood. So we're good there. We need 1 more wood, though. Not wood, that's hardwood, unfortunately. More hardwood. If I recall correctly, these spruce trees do have a chance of having hardwood more often than wood and softwood. Alright, so we're good there. The next thing we're going to do is we're going to upgrade our axe. Now, the really cool thing about the way programming works, okay, is you'll notice we're about to go to our tools, our craftable, and we're going to make us an axe. Not the stone axe, the axe. It's got pretty good durability, and it does the exact same thing in general that the stone axe does, except for it actually cuts the tree down. Now, I know you're thinking, well, Mag, that's not a good idea on your own island, and I know you don't want to cut your own trees down if you're harvesting from wood. But on these deserted islands, since you're going to be going away, you really don't care. And bam, Nook Miles for crafting our 3rd DIY today. Alright, catch bugs. Alright. Oh, more DIY miles. What do we get? Miles for miles, because boom. So we can put this axe away for just a second, and we can shake this tree until we get all the twigs out of it we need. Now, the really good thing about twigs is that you can keep shaking a tree until it gives you 8 pieces. Now, this is only going to give us 7, maybe 6, due to the fact that we have, actually that might be where it's tapped out at because of this construction here, yeah. But that's going to be enough for us to make our bug net. So back to the axe. So we have all the components we need to build us multiple axes here, if we had to. And since we do not wish to use any more durability than absolutely necessary, chopping these trees down is super important. And we're not going to be able to outrun the bees, so we might as well just take it to the base. You know, I don't see them doing that, Tom Sonic, for a number of reasons. Number one, it's not like Leaf Cache from Pocket Camp. It's super easy to get Nook Miles. In about an hour of playing on my personal profile, I managed to get somewhere in the ballpark of like 12,000 Nook Miles. Microtransactions make absolutely no sense for that, number one. Number two, this is not the microtransaction Animal Crossing game. They already have that. It's called Pocket Camp. It's completely built to leverage that. But again, you definitely... Good morning, Sally. You definitely want to be using your really nice, sharp Huntsman's type axe in the Nook Miles Islands, because you're going to use far less swings while harvesting wood, which means you're going to use far less durability. And in the end of the day, that's really what the game's all about, is managing that durability. Okay, we can drop the sand dollar because we don't need that for anything. We normally, we can go ahead and wear at least a flower, because why not? We don't need the Red Cosmos bag. Oh, there's a bee. I wish I could catch it. I don't have any kind of bug net with me. Because once again, we're just here for a material run. You know, that's fair. I actually don't have a problem with the breaking mechanic. I play a lot of survival crafting games that are very similar to this type of playstyle. And the thing is, when you're in a survival kind of game, and this game is very much like that, you're on an island, you have to build your own tools. And it's not like the tools are expensive. I mean, that's the really big catch, I guess. Is if the tools took more than like 3 minutes to build, I could be there right there with you. I'd be like, nah, that's too much. But like, if I were gonna need, I just picked up a stone there, right? Grab a shovel. And we're gonna do, once again, what we did earlier. Actually, I think that's off kilter. Yeah, that was off. We're good, we're clear. Oh, we'll wear the red one, because it looks a little bit better. Alright. Jump. As soon as you jump over, let go of the stick, and then just mash it. So we started with just, if we were starting just with the shovel, right? And this would work for a flimsy shovel, by the way. If all we had was a flimsy shovel, right there, we've already busted up enough materials within 3 minutes time to be able to replace that full-on flimsy shovel to a big shovel. And so again, I understand it's a little bit on the annoying part if you're not expecting to have to do that. But, and we just got the wood. I mean, that was the last piece of wood we needed for that. Somewhere on this island should be a campfire. I think it's finally happened that we got on an island that we're not going to be able to be an ambassador on. We should be able to cross right here. But yeah, we are able to very quickly replace basically any tool that breaks. Even on this island, we can replace any tool that breaks. And when you're using any kind of an economy game like Animal Crossing, you have to have what's called a sink. You have to have something that's actually going to cause people to have to spend more than they get. You have to have a money sink. You have to have a material sink. And so the part breaking thing makes a lot of sense in my opinion. We were just a little bit slow with that 8th hit, so that was unfortunate. And if you guys recall, we came here with basically, we had 5 slots filled with tools. That's all we had. If we had the inventory upgrade, we would be absolutely able to do more with what we have. Unfortunately, we don't, so we can't. But we came in here and we just got 12 iron. Tell you what, though. I'm really hoping. Let's get all the way back over here. Okay, so there's the bee. Go make our bug net. Hope you're doing all well, Sally. We had a bit of a rough start to start with here. Our actual cellular line that lets us see all the chat died, and we've had some unfortunate situations involving computers today. Alright. What we should have done is continue crafting because we don't really need all these nuggets for the base expansion of the store that we know of yet. We might though. Alright, so let's go ahead and grab this tool. Holding A lets us swap things. Hold it. Awesome, we got us a honeybee now, and it's glad to hear it. I hope Matt's doing well too. I mean, of the situation that we have going on across the world, I hope everybody in the Turtle Club is doing their best to social distance, keep well clean, avoid places that are large gatherings of people. Once again, the big concern with COVID-19, even if you're young and you're not going to be impacted by it, you could still become infected with it. And with a healthy immune system, sure, you'll beat it out of your body. But you could pass it on to loved ones. And that's no bueno. Alright, so where are we at inventory-wise? We still got plenty of space for wood if we wind up being able to chop any more trees down. We got our honeybees, which we're hoping to get. Looks like we may have a coconut tree left. Yep. Yeah, that's kind of what Digrat and I are doing. It's been really weird to see the decline happen, and it's getting a little more concerning in Atlanta. You know, we are nearby the CDC, so typically when certain things get said here by the CDC, a lot of us here know somebody or know somebody who knows somebody that works at the Centers for Disease Control. And so when they say, hey, you need to stay in your house, It's not some shadowy organization that the government puts on TV occasionally telling us that. It's like Scott, who's saying, "Hey, Mag, don't go anywhere." And I'm like, "Okay, Scott, you're an intelligent person. I understand." So the bigger problem that's happening now in Atlanta is they're starting to wind some stuff down. Oh, just hang with your cat today. Oh, that's even better. To be off the kick back and kind of have a good time. And now we're basically maximizing cash at this point, Turtle Club. So I want to say that as we've been going about, yellow seems to be the color that I've noticed the most, with red being a good second potentially. But since flowers only stack to 10, 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, I think I got that backwards. Yep, I did. All right, we're gonna drop the yellow, and we're gonna start gathering all the red. And one thing that they're very adamant about in Animal Crossing when you use the Nook Miles is once you go home, this place ceases to exist. It's a random generated world, it's not stored anywhere, makes sense. So you want to make sure that you get your best possible thing here. So see, we got 1 in the hair plus. So I could actually... Really? Game? You're silly. Drop. Oh, it's because I'm like... Well, that's a game changer, though. Drop it. Okay, so we can drop this. And we can go here. And we can wear a stack of Cosmos. Okay, that's a new thing that we just learned. Information is super good. Alright. Just going to gather up all the white ones. Because we know we already have all the yellow ones gathered, right? Oh, that's a ladybug? That's going to be much more important than some white flowers. Yeah, that is concerning. The thing with the cases though, right? It is concerning from like a knee jerk, oh my gosh, we went from 0 to 21 out of nowhere. But keep in mind as the seriousness, as the realization of how serious COVID-19 is becomes more and more apparent to people, people that have been putting off being tested are going to start going forth and getting tested. All right? So it may not be so much that the rate of infection is crazy. It may be that the rate of infection in Nova Scotia is just right on point. Just more people are finally actually getting checked and getting results. And again, that's something that my CDC buddy said, "Well, look, Mag, you know, we're getting, yeah." So that's the one thing to keep in mind. But once there's cases out in the wild, people that have been more than comfortable with putting their head in the sand, saying, "Oh, it's not going to get to us because we have, you know, we're the North and we have the wall and the White Walkers can't get here." Well, yes and no. They're going to get there. I don't know why I'm talking to this guy. Probably because I'm halfway tired. All right, so only testing people who have traveled right now. See, that's definitely a possibility. There's an individual I was reading their experience in an ER right now, and people that are coming in. I don't want to use the word hysterically, hysteria, hysterics, but people that are coming in concerned that they may be infected with COVID-19, they are divvying those people up in such a way as to sort them by people that most likely have the disease and those who most likely don't. So those are exhibiting symptoms or doing things or gut feeling that this person may have become afflicted. That is the way they're kind of dividing those people up. And, I don't say that I agree with that entirely, but it makes sense. You have to kind of change the way healthcare is working right now. And so some people that, may need to get tested that are coming into the wrong location, you should be going to like an actual health facility, not an emergency facility for that kind of stuff. But they're testing those people that they need to test because they need to clear them and then be able to return them back to home. All right, so we're here. We're going to sell these 4 things. We know we probably need the honeybee for blathers, but we don't need these items. We know we have apples and coconuts already in our little grove. But yeah, so the craziest thing that happened here is one of the largest retailers in the United States, Walmart, has reduced their hours once more. It was reduced from 7 a.m. until the hours of 11 o'clock, and now it's been reduced to 7 a.m. as senior shopping to 8 a.m., and then from 8 a.m. to 8:30 p.m. for everybody else. I wake up at 6 p.m. After my shift is over, I'm not really wanting to go out and brave the traffic and all that. So I have basically 2.5 hours now. Oh, I forgot the flowers on my hair. I knew I was probably going to do that. All right, but it's getting. I didn't want to grab that. What's going on? Why can't I use that? Did removing the cosmos glitch my inventory? Oh wow. No, it didn't. You know what happened? I went to the wrong house. Yeah, it doesn't give me much time. And if I were by myself, that would be kind of problematic. I mean, as an overnight employee, I'm used to having things be a little bit more difficult for me for a normalcy level of stuff, right? Um, but this would be pretty bad. But thankfully, I'm married. My wife Dig Rat. She's going to wake up in about half an hour, and she's going to do the things that she normally does. And one of those things is she's going to be able to haul herself to the Walmart if we need something from Walmart, or to, say, Target, or any other shop that may be deemed necessary. I know for a fact right now that I'm super glad that I got my copy of Animal Crossing because GameStop has shut down nationwide. They just can't stay open. They stayed open long enough for the release of Animal Crossing, but now they're closing all their stores down. They're not really what they would consider a critical vendor. I know a lot of restaurants are still open, but they're not getting a lot of business. there's some concerns across everything right now. And holy snot, it is 9:30, Turtle Club. It's about time for us to be crawling back into the bed, but EB Games in the same year. Yeah, yeah, it's. But can you really? I mean, I'm part of gaming culture. Let's get that out of the way, right? I'm part of. Yeah, takeout only. Yeah, we have a lot of restaurants that are moving to takeout only, but they haven't announced it from a government standpoint that that needs to happen in Atlanta. It's been recommended that restaurants consider that from the CDC, but Atlanta's been like, "Nah, we're good. We don't need to do that yet." Georgia's same way. A governor, mayor and governor are basically, "Yeah, we're good. We don't need to do that." There's a really great restaurant that Dagret and I eat at all the time when we're wanting to go out on a date or something. And we aren't going to be able to patronize their store. We're not going to be able to go and spend time in a date there or anything because it's just not really worth the risk. And unfortunately, it's a small shop, and usually when we go there to eat, it's us and maybe 4 or 5 other couples. And if they have a busy day, it's like 15 tables in over like a 3 or 4 hour dinner rush. This could be something that puts them in a bad spot. If you recall, Turtle Club, we actually spent 3,000 Nook miles, went on this little trip, and we're already back up to 2130. So for farming materials, which is basically the goal that we had here, we want to pull this up so we can make sure that we... So our goal for just farming materials is to grab those things and go across over and over again. But as we pointed out, you're going to get a lot better usage if you can get more inventory space. And that happens here. The Pocket Organization Guide gives you 10 additional slots in your inventory. Super important, super expensive, but it's what you really probably want to grind toward. If you're just worried about materials, though, as you noticed, a single trip, if you do some actual material juggling in your inventory, you're not too worried about bugs or fish. For 2K, you can go over there and you can generally get another 2,000 miles. Before we sign off, though, what we need to do is we need to buy some medicine because we got stung in the eye. We just wanted the one. And our eye's all good. Bam. One sting in the eye, you're kind of annoyed. 2 stings in the eye, you faint and you lose time. That's the big problem, is you lose time, and this game's all about time management. Well, Turtle Club, we have made some pretty good accomplishments. We got some materials, showed off the Nook Mile system, got some new furniture, some new tools. I think we're going to be calling it good here. Let's see what we can double check for a second. Anything we need to put in storage? Nope. And this is an actual axe, shovel, and net. No more flimsiness. We still want to make sure that our primary vaulting pole is the one we try to use because we think it's going to break. Absolutely, Sally. Stay safe. Great words of wisdom there. Tom Sonic 41, thank you for coming in and chilling with me and Sally. Thanks for all the information you provide as well. Sally, I hope you and Matt both have a great day. And Turtle Club, I myself am going to have a good night. You all have a good breakfast, good lunch, good dinner. Keep social distancing the best way that you can. Keep clean, hygienic, and have a good one. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you tomorrow.